Hi everybody, today I'm doing a video on the new Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. I'm going to include some close-up swatches and there'll be a little bit of footage at the end of the video with me applying this eye look. It's a really simple eye look and really great eyeshadow palette on first use, so I'm really impressed with it. If you want to see what the swatches of the shades in this palette look like, then please do keep on watching. Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a quick video sharing the new Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. I was very excited to hear that this was coming out because I do have the first two and I really love these. Now these are either love them or hate them kind of palettes. The first one has 5 mattes and 1 slightly shimmery, and the other one has 6 mattes. Now the first one I absolutely love. You can see major dent about to hit pan totally, and quite a major dent in that one as well. So I do use this one a lot. It's great if you just want something to kind of pop in your bag if you want to refresh your makeup later on. They are really useful for that. And I absolutely love the colours in the Naked 2 one, which is a bit more cooler toned, as you can see. That one's pretty much my favourite. But those are those, and I really do love these ones so much. So I was very excited to hear that they were going to be doing an Ultimate Basics. So that's what you get in the first two. And I'll just pop them to one side and we'll pop over to this one. Now this one, the box of course, always nice packaging for Urban Decay. It's shiny, it looks like a sunburst. You've got the top layer there and the bottom layer there. Mine's flat because I've just pushed it in the front of a drawer for storage. And then you've got the purple inside, and then you've got all of the colours here on the back in standard fashion. So that's what the packaging looks like. And the palette is gorgeous. I mean, what I will say is it's beautiful. It's plastic though, you know what I mean? So it looks metal though, but it's not like super duper high quality. It is plastic, but it is really nice. Again, it's got that sunburst. It's nice they've made it kind of like a goldy colour, but then they've put like those metallic stripes in that kind of really give it that sunburst effect. And it just says Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. You've got a usual sticker on the back about Urban Decay. And then that is what the palette looks like when you open it. There is a brush in here. And it's basically just got like kind of a shader brush. Quite nice for all over the lid, and you can do a bit of blending in the crease. And then it just has a tiny little smudger, which is brilliant for underneath the lashes, or if you want to do kind of a cut crease as well. So a nice little brush there. I like to get these straight out. I don't like them rattling around in there, so I'm really glad to be able to get that out of there. And then these are the colours that you get. They're all brand new shades, I believe. So these are 12 new and exclusive shades. You kind of have a little bit more sort of cooler and sort of more mauvey plum tones up the top, and then you've got some really nice warm shades on the bottom. You've got a really nice kind of very neutral, very cool tone sort of base shade for me, more of an ivory, and that's more of like a bone colour. It's got a bit more yellow to it. Of course you've got a black, which you've always got to have, and a grey is always great to get in a matte palette because I do love a good grey shadow. But that is what they all look like. So let me see if I can tilt it so I can bring you in and see them. So you've got Blow, Nude, Commando, Tempted, Instinct and Lethal on the top. And then on the bottom you've got Pre-Game, Extra Bitter, Faith, Lockout, Magnet and Blackjack. So let's stop waffling and let's get swatching. I am, as always, going to be using the Urban Decay primer potion, just the original one. This one came with a palette and I have put that all over the back of my hand just because I wouldn't use these shadows without a primer. It's personal preference, but it does give you more of an even coverage and they do last longer on the lids. And particularly, I mean, if you've got like particularly dry or oily lids, you definitely want to be laying down a primer first. So I always just like to mention that I do use a primer with my swatches because there's no point in swatching them without, because I wouldn't use them without. So this is the top row. I did use brushes to apply them. That shade is beautiful applied with a brush. I did actually finger swatch first. They all went on really nice. This one went on quite patchy. As soon as I put a brush in it and laid it on, it went on beautifully. And then I went back over them and they all actually apply much better with a brush. Now this first shade which is called, so difficult to say, I wish they'd printed the names a bit darker. That one's called Glow. That one has a bit of a shimmer to it, which is nice as an inner corner or brow bone highlight. And then you've just got, this is quite a nice peachy sort of shade into a slightly more warmer taupe, I would say there, to a cool taupe, to a sort of more rosy, warmer brown, and then this beautiful, beautiful shade here. It looks like it's going to be kind of plummy, and it is more almost a plummy brown, but it definitely leans more to the brown tones. But that is the top row, and I'm really, really impressed. They're really, really beautiful, but they are, I will say, very, very powdery. Yeah, there was a lot of powder when I was using them, but they are really nice colours. So this is the bottom row. This first one actually applied a little bit better with the finger. With the brush, it just kind of seemed to kind of dissipate out a bit, but I would use that as a base shade anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. Extra Bitter is beautiful. Cannot wait to put that in the crease. You've got a nice sort of warm mid to light brown, another warm darker brown. The grey is patchy, and that's 3 passes with the brush and it still came across as a little bit patchy, and the black of course is amazing. So that's what these swatches look like. I think it's really, really amazing. I mean, if you really like your neutral shadows, then you're going to really like it. There are some quite unique shades in here. It's nice to have a highlight shade, and because then you can use the black as a liner. You've got a nice highlight shade for the brow and the inner eye. But if you didn't want it to be a shiny shade, excuse the nails, then you could always go for the matte shade there. So there's a nice sort of variety of shades there. And yeah, I'm really, really impressed. I'm really glad that I got it, and I'm definitely going to be doing some looks coming up soon with it. Definitely check out my Instagram of Lisa, because I do tend to post my kind of faces of the day on there if you do want to see what these look like on. But if you stick around at the end of the video, then you might just see a little bit of footage of me applying a few of these shades. Okay, the lighting's not great here, but I immediately, as soon as I saw this palette and the colours in it, wanted to do this. That really dark brown plummy lid with that really gorgeous orangey brown in the crease. Really, really simple, so easy. I didn't want to do anything like, oh, now I'm going to put 26 colours on my lids. I just wanted to do something really simple. So I'm going to show you very quickly what I did. I put this all over the lid. So let's go ahead and do that. This is just going to be the colour, the shade that everything blends into. And I have primed my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. First I put the dark colour on the lid. Now I did tap off excess because this is a powdery shade, and you don't really want to look like a panda by the time you're finished. So this, as you can see, look at that. Pigmentation just there straight away. And I just want to put this on the actual lid and not take it too high. And it doesn't matter about those edges because I'm blending another colour into it. And this shade, you really just, you don't have to really work with it, which is great because it's so pigmented. I apologise for her, she's got to be in a bonnet about something. I use the fluffy end of the brush. This, I don't know why I tend to do this before, but I tend to just go up onto the brow bone. I do need to pluck them, so I do apologise. But I just like that, and it's a light shimmer, so you can say it's nothing too bright and in your face and ridiculous. It's actually quite nice. And then I just went over to the Avon brush and I took, oh sorry, I put that all over the lid, I didn't show you that. And then Extra Bitter is going to go in the crease. Really excited because this colour is so pretty. It reminds me of a darker and almost brighter version of Peanut Butter from the Too Faced Chocolate bar palette. Not the chocolate bar, the semi-sweet, which was the second one. So just blended that out in the crease, and then taking the smudger end of the brush that came with the palette, I just went into this shade here and took that underneath the lash line. Smudging it along. I was really tempted to go in with the dark shade under there, but I knew I was going to use dark liner. So I just kind of did that quite messy sort of smudgy. It's almost really quite 90s, this look. And then just back in with the Extra Bitter, just make sure that all of the crease is blended nicely. And then I went in with liner, which I'm just currently obsessed with the Raw Dial Smoky Eye Pen. This one's in black. I know you can barely see it. I did then go back in with the brush that I used for Bitter, which was the Avon. It's a really nice brush. I went into the black from the palette and just kind of did that in the corner, very lightly, just enough to add just a bit of drama on the outer edge. And then I would wipe off, which I haven't done on the other eye, but I would just go in with that top shade, which I use for the brow, and add a little bit of something to the inner eye corner. Again, this is not too shimmery, so it's really quite nice. It's just a little bit of something. Make sure everything's even, because I do not have the same vision in both eyes, so I do tend to go backwards and forwards a little bit. And that one I would tend to go back to that brush, go back in the base shade that I used all over my lid, and then just run that over the edge of Extra Bitter, just to make sure it's completely soft. Pop on some mascara. I'm just using a sample of this Dior one. I can't remember where it came from. Probably a glossy box. This mascara really has a strong smell. Oh look, seriously. I'm gonna turn this way so you can't see that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to take that off my nose. And I'll have to fix my foundation there, but just ignore that for now. That is the look. I really like it. Those shadows are really pigmented and I really like that end look. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed seeing the swatches and seeing me create this very simple eye look. I think it's really effective, even though there's not a lot to it. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe as always. I'm going to love and leave you and see you in the next video. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Bye! Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a quick video on the new Urban Decay. Hi everybody, today I'm going to be filming a video on the new Urban Decay Ultimate Naked, well I can't remember the name, Naked Ultimate Basics. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, taking a closer look at the new Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics Nub. Hey everybody, no! Why can't I say this?